Namaskar. I am Atul. Give the brief introduction of the courses certificate in MAHUA flower based food, beverage, and bakery product entrepreneurship. Subject code of this certificate course is CSP 113. The course is divided in 3 or 4 parts. Today I just discussing only first part of this course about NTFP. Non-timber forest product constitute an important source of livelihood for millions of people across the world. In India, is alone estimated over 50 million people are dependent on NTFP for their substances and cash income. Forest and forest resources, primarily NTFP, play an important role in viability and survival of forest development in India because of the importance of forest in their social, cultural, and economic survival. However, local community do not get full income they should from NTFE. About Mahua, Mahua or Mower in called in North, Mahul in Odisha, and Ilippi in southern part of India. They are different geographical local name of Mahua. In Sanskrit version of Mahua are Madhuka, Madhupuspa, Madhudharma. In English, Madhu means honey symbolizing exceptionally sugar rich which contain around 66 to 72% of dry weight of flour of Mahua. Alcoholic drink prepared by the fermentation of flour. Wine is an alcoholic beverage typically made of fermented fruit juice. Any fruit which give proportion of sugar may be used as a producing of wine. As a resultant, wine is normally named after fruit like a grapes wine or same is name constituted as Mahua wine. M- Mahua flower are rich source of natural sugar, vitamins, minerals. They are one of the most important non-timber forest product collected by rural people in central India and used as a source of livelihood generation in dry season. Mahua juice concentrator, a natural liquid sugar, was the most important product developed from the juice of fresh flower. M. indica or Maduka indica plant is a storehouse of numerous phytochemicals which are used by the tribal people for ethno-medicinal purpose. In Ayurvedic system of medicines, the flower find application of aphrodisiac, astringent, demulcent, which cooling property. It is a fast growing tree that grow to approximately 20 meter in height, possess evergreen or semi evergreen foliage. Mahua is a frost resistant species that can grow in marginal area of dry tropical and subtropical forest up to an altitude of 1200 to 1800 meter. In India, the state which of most of Mahua trees Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Gujarat, West Bengal, and Tamil Nadu. Why is Mahua protected by Indian tribal? Mahua is also called a Kalpvraksh in a central India. Mahua flower carry a promises to fulfill all wishes and desire. Its flower used widely as a traditional source of distilled liquid for the tribal heartland of India. This tree is considered scared and grow in huge orchard. Most of tribal take a ownership of individual tree. They would keep it clean, free from undergrowth and creepers. Nobody ever plucks the mahua pearls or flower. They wait for it to ripen on the tree, fall down its own. Only after it collected. Mahua is strongly linked to the festivities and rituals of tribal across the central India. Hence, like their traditions and practices their tree, it protect. and cherished. Mahua flower. Mahua flower are small in size and corollas are fleshy with a dull or pale white color having a definite fascicles near the end of branches. Corolla is a tubular, freshly pale yellow, aromatic and caduceous. In Indian system of medicines, the Ayurveda, the flower of Mahua are reported cooling, aphrodisiac, galactogagus, and criminative. Mahua flower based non-ferment product or industrial productions like production Mahua jam, juice concentrate, jelly, Mahua candy, Mahua toffee, Mahua cake, Mahua squash, Mahua laddu, candied flower, glazed flower, Mahua bar, and antioxidant rich beverage. Mahua flower based fermented products like Mahua wine, Mahua vermouth, brandy, citric acid, acetone, lactic acid, flower juice, nutrient beverage products, traditional medicinal products, and Mahua flower based product other MSME. Some step of processing of Mahua flower is collection of flower, pre-processing like drying stamens, removal, storage, marketing depend on post harvested phases. Then processing of flower, collection of flower like the fresh flower fall on the ground early in the morning and pick up with a hand by a primary collector like a farmer's family tribal pupils. Pre-processing, treatment of fresh flower, comparing of washing, manual removal of stamens, bleaching with a preservation can be performed. Drying, collected flower are spread in clean place evenly for 3 to 4 days in sunlight. Storage, the dry flower are packed in gunny bags and stored in dark room which are usually not well ventilated. Then this is a flowchart to explain their use of fresh mahua flower, how to their uses in different phases after one industrial products like fresh mahua flower collected from the primary sources, then future perspective and present status. In future perspective, we are making from mahua juice, puris, pulp, whole flower, from the juice, concentrate and jelly. The concentrate, the like a beverage, confectionaries, beverage. From the bakeries, we are making biscuits and confectionery candy, beverage from sarbat and wine and sham other two we are discussing later form. Then economic status of mahua. The major factor affecting the quality of mahua flower and their food product are poor post harvest storage and lack of modern technology for their value addition of mahua flower. Poor tribal people and small local entrepreneurs are facing a lot of economic problem due to low profit market of mahua flower and their mahua flower based products. There only 35% of income of tribal household in India come from the collection of unprocessed NTFPs. Ranchi is the biggest trading center of mahua in India and price here influence in the price of all over India. The government is set to launch a mahua based alcoholic beverage in a market as a rate 700 to 750 ml bottle is called a mahua nutrient waste. The yield of mahua flower varies 80 to 320 kg for every year. This nutrient government approved nutrient waste program of government of India. Madhya Pradesh is the most sounding mahua developing state with average trade volume is 500 to 600 metric ton and worth about Indian rupees 8.4 millions. Utilization in a food product of mahua flower in term of fermented product flower are used as a crude material for production of alcohol and alcoholic beverage. Local people in northwest India used as a collected and dry mahua flower for preparation of mahua daru, which contain 20 to 40% of alcohol. Traditional dishes like a halwa, methi puri, kheer, barfi. Sun-dried flower are boiled with a seed of turmeric and shal, take as a substitute of grain staple by a poor tribal people. Local or lower are like utilization of cattle feed which help in improvement of health of cattle and increasing the milk production. Traditional use of food and feed. Sun-dried flower are stewed with a termite and sal seed, which is taken as an alternative of grain staple by a poor tribal. Major utilization of flour is making to distill liquor. Rich source of sugar, protein, vitamins, minerals. Mahua flour are eaten raw or cooked. Roasted mahua flour, boiled mahua flour, preparation of traditional liquid, pan cake, and mahua laddu are some of the traditional preparation of mahua flour in tribal area. As a medicinal purpose, we are utilization of mahua flour can cure impotency and general debility when consumed with a milk. Flour fry in a ghee act as a cooling agent and help to cure piles. Fresh juice of mahua is utilization as a tonic and also cure skin diseases, eye diseases, rakta, pitta, and headache. Tribal people offer raw flour to lacting mother for increasing their lactation. Roasted flour are consumed to cure a cough and bronchitis by a local people. Ayurveda, mahua flour are considered to be a cooling agent as we discussing before. Then some picture of final product of mahua flour based uh, like a cake, mahua daru, and biscuits. Value added product as a non-fragmented fresh flour are crushed into the puree after removal of stem and manually processed to the make a purees. Juice concentrate used as a sweetener in a bakery confectionery like a bakery config like a candy, biscuit, cake prepared using the mahua concentrate at liquid sweetener, jam and jelly. Jam is made with addition of citric acid, jelly with combined with guava, candied flour, glazed flour, mahua bar, and candy made by a mahua flour, antioxidant rich beverage. Then fermented mahua wine is fermented at 16 degree favor wine quality and increasing alcohol content up to 9.9%. Mahua Vermouth is having 18.4% alcohol and 1.2 tannin. There is a no deterioration found during 1 year of storage. Mahua flour can be successfully used as a substrate from surface of fermentation. Use Aspergillus niger for production of citric acid. From the future prospected and point we are taking for mahua based industries that regulating the demand damage to the mahua tree and their ecosystems. There is a need to the strong legislation and conservation measure to protect their mahua tree. Marketing channel need to strengthen at a local level in such a way that collectors get proper fair prices. Storage, processing, and value addition facility need to provide at accessible proximity to utilize mahua resources. Awareness and training program for a local people or tribal people to conservation, sustainable collection, marketing, and post-harvest product would provide a livelihood, security, and sustainable development of mahua-based industries and directly or indirectly connected pupils. There's some references from I have taken that material, this another one, and thank you.